Good evening, friends. In my last tape, I was talking about memories. Well, memories and zombies. And politics. And revenant rivals. It's complicated. Anyway, I was having a pint with a living memory of my lost girlfriend. Then a zombie tried to eat me. Well, this isn't how your days usually go. Anyway, it turned out that Madeline, queen of the City Hall Goblins, was trying to resurrect a graveyard to swing an election in her favour. But the undead had other ideas. I didn't know how to fight a horde of zombies with a political agenda, but my colleague, the Great Dead Detective, or GD for short, offered his help. He looks like a mummy made out of fruit leather, and he smells even worse. But he's alright in a pinch. We just found out Madeline's plan and the zombies' plan, and we were speeding down Broad Street to City Hall to sort it all out. I've been meaning to ask you something. Are those bullet holes in your car?
Yes, this is the fated vehicle where I met my end. I just couldn't bear to part with her. Besides, it's exceedingly difficult to negotiate auto financing when you're dead. For some reason, the dealerships don't accept drachmas.
Runs better than my car.
Why am I not surprised?
What the hells was that?
I think our undead friends have become road hazards.
Pull over. GD, pop the trunk.
You are absolutely paying to get the stink out.
Come on, you brother!
This one looks like a skinned muppet.
No, that's just his jacket. That shambler was a straggler. I bet most of them are already downtown. Let's hit the juice.
I'm afraid my vehicle, although it may be a dramatic prop in my personal tale of loss and redemption, does not have much juice. Besides, we're hitting red light road.
Red lights? Hey, let's see what we can do with this. I roll up a sleeve revealing a tattoo of an orange rat grinning up at me. I run my nail across the little git. The red lights flicker and switch green, one by one. I guess you could say I rolled out the green carpet. Bollocks.
Guess you could say you destroyed 10 blocks worth of traffic lights.
1, we blame Zero Day for this. 2, let's drive. We reach City Hall in record time. Zero Day, Ripper, and Razor are waiting for us at the doors. Fred Ripper gives me my duffel.
So, what's in the bag, Valentine?
I've been researching a pumped-up exorcism spell. I'm calling it Return to Sender, but I'm not sure it's got enough power for this. How's the research?
Wobbly. Undead things aren't our forte. They're squishy, they're dumb, and they don't have Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. But we got something that may work. We're gonna need to be as close to the summoner as possible. So, who did it?
Madeline.
Seriously? She's still angry at me for when I changed all her campaign flyers to a garden store instead of Evraz.
Bloody hell, that was you?
Who else? Admit it, you're jealous.
So we have to get to Madeline? That means getting through a big freaking horde of undead. Next time I say we do something more realistic. Like punch out the moon. Or get Drunky Pan here to a meeting on time.
If I could suggest something, my brethren are not the brightest. In this light, we could potentially sneak past them.
Wait, you're serious?
Have you practiced your shambling lately?
Ugh, he's serious.
Any better ideas, Zero? No? Okay. Here's the deal. We need to get to the council chambers. GD will be the lead stumbler. We got a zombie in the trunk so we can smear some of his bits on us to make it smell all zombie-like.
Boss, no.
I'm literally gonna kill you after this, Valentine.
Yeah, love you too.
Okay, everyone ready? Let's get our zombie walk on. Start.
We're going to die.
Can't I just kick their asses? Over here. We're in. That should secure the doors and keep the zombies out. Let's find the Gobby's boss lady and get this over with.
I see her office right up there.
The door that says custodial supplies?
What kind of magical denizen are you? Look closer.
Oh, invisible runes. Why are the goblins so pretentious?
If shifters ran the city, you'd have a neon sign that said policy on tap.
Shamblers at the door.
Allow me. Something stabbed me. Is this why you asked if I could lend a hand?
The door's warded. I'll try my D20 tattoo and see if I can roll our way through locks and walls.
Come on, big numbers. Are we betting? I've got $50 says Valentine gets fried.
Net 20. Would you look at that?
Ah, nuts. And that one would have been funny.
Ashen hells. Get in, get in. Everyone, stay quiet.
What exactly are you doing in my office?
Ma'am, do you have some spare duct tape? I tripped your wards on the way in and my hand has been ventilated.
I insist you leave at once.
Sure thing, Queen. We'll just leave the door open and let you mingle with your zombies.
My zombies? I don't see how those creatures have anything to do with me.
You'll have to do better than that, Your Highness. We know you summoned the zombies to tilt the vote in your favour. We saw the ritual site and we got the rundown from a zombie head.
Rollbrain!
Except the zombies didn't stick to the plan, and now the horde's at your door. I never copped you for a tea leaf, Your Highness.
Yeah, great work, Mads.
This hasn't been pleasant for me either. They ate my tailor. And now they've decided to turn the Queen City into a giant cemetery. Literally.
Bloody wonderful. We'll shut it down for you, Your Highness. Where's the ritual anchored?
It's in the council chambers.
Where the zombies are headed.
Where the zombies are headed.
Right, we don't have time to shamble and moan. Razor, can you help clear the way?
Finally, he asks. It's boss fight time.
Altered beast!
Oh my, that is...
Disturbing? Amazing!
My door!
Come on, everyone. Reza tore us apart. Let's follow that ferret. We run after Reza and her ferret body, ducking as zombie limbs, bits of wood and glass fly through the air. Reza reaches the door into the city council chambers. For a moment, it looks like she's about to chew her way through. In the blink of an eye, she switches to her human body, sending her ferret form back to the nether dimension. She gives us a wink and gently opens the front door. We file in.
It looks like the zombies beat us to the punch.
I think this is the part where you say ashen hells.
Well, if everyone could please be seated and stop moaning, we will now address Regina Planning Commission zoning amendment to have the entire city rezoned as a cemetery. Is that right?
Apparently.
Well, we have a delegation of cemetery residents. Okay. After they've spoken, we'll have time for questions.
Thank you. I was William John Percival Selby. Died 1945. Now am zombie number 1. Zombies Want city.
Do you have anything to add?
Rezone.
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 Oh, okay. Well, I think we should probably refer this motion to administration and table this until the next meeting.
Rezone.
Stop. Don't approach. They're eating me. No food allowed in council chambers. Referring me to administration. Table it until the next meeting. I promise I'll be delicious then. No!
Fred, 0 day. I suggest you try that spell right now.
Zero, give me a hand, will ya?
The pixies start to craft their counterspell, working on a pair of what look like magical laptops. The machines begin to flash different colours and sparks before exploding in a mixture of light and colour. The flashing lights and ringing in my ears fade quickly. I see Zero flat on the ground with Threadripper halfway across the room, and the zombies are still eating Councillor Stevens.
Boss, I don't think we can counter this ritual. I want it on record before we're eaten. You all suck. It's time for your backup plan.
Are you sure you can't try it again?
Boss, our gear is fried. It's your spell or nothing.
Burnt ash and bloody hells! I throw the duffel bag to the ground and I can feel my heart sink. I start pulling out the objects inside and arranging them on the floor. A stuffed orange toy rodent, ticket stubs, tokens, a bowl, some herbs, and a half-empty bottle of whiskey.
Are you defeating a zombie invasion with carnival toys and booze?
It's for my return to sender spell. They're all tokens from my time with my old girlfriend. I was going to send the demon possessing her straight back to the void. But it looks like I'll be returning these monsters back to their graves. GD and Reza, I need you to keep those zombies away from me while I perform the ritual.
Fun.
Heads are gonna roll.
I take a deep pull of the whiskey, as I realise I'm about to botch any chance of sending the Vasari back to hell. Of course, I might botch the spell anyway. It's been ages since I've done a ritual that wasn't more complex than summoning a pizza.
Mr. Valentine, I suggest you hurry. These things are everywhere, and they smell worse than I do.
I grind the herbs and pour in the last of my whiskey. Flames build as I toss in the tokens of my time with Katerina. Two of the zombies chomp down on GD's arm. He looks amused, I think, and tosses him into a corner. His arm flies off at the zombies.
Valentine, I have only 2 arms to fight these things, and now one of them is under a pile of zombies. So hurry it up.
Whatever you're doing, Valentine, isn't working. They're still coming.
I've given the spell everything I've got.
No, you haven't, boss. There's one more thing.
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. Those client meetings you've been having.
How did you know?
Give me some credit, Valentine. I'm your best friend. Your best employee.
Please don't ask me to do this, Fred.
I get it, Valentine. We've all lost people we love. But there are bigger things at stake here than your pain. There are people here and now that need your help.
I reach into my pocket, bring out my token for memories. Throw this in. I'll never get back into that place. Never see Katerina again. Fred, I can't.
That isn't Katerina, boss. It's an illusion. You need to let it go. You need to do it right now.
I close my eyes, letting the token slip from my grasp. It falls in slow motion, and then the white flames explode, and it's like holding onto a comet. Ritual flames consume the zombies, leaving nothing behind.
Boss, I knew you could do it. I'm so proud of you.
Everything is back in order then.
Hardly, Your Highness. You nearly destroyed the city with your ritual magic. You're gonna have to answer for that.
One day we all have to answer for our actions, Mr. Valentine.
Speak for yourselves. Ha!
I admit to a lapse in judgment. But if you would be willing to overlook this infestation, I will compensate you and the rest of your friends for their time.
Done. What? We got bills to pay.
Judy, are you in any shape to drive? I need to get home and pickle my brain in a bottle of Kraken.
Of course. I believe I need to locate one of my ears first. A zombie may have bitten it off.
Okay. After that, let's then go. Mind if I smoke?
I don't use my lungs anymore, so go ahead.
Bollocks. They're crushed. That was my last pack of inspirations.
Here, cigarette for your thoughts.
Shoot.
You took that ritual from a sparkler to a nuke. How did you do that?
Like any ritual, really. The more you put in, the bigger the bang.
Yes, but what kind of fuel did you have in your pocket?
Ever heard of memories?
That cafe where you can go and commune with ghosts? I never liked the place. I live in the present. That's my mantra.
Yeah, well, I offered up my pass into that place.
I see. May I offer some of my sage advice?
You saved my life and gave me a smoke. Least I can do is listen.
Don't beat yourself up over past misdeeds. You gave up something precious and saved a lot of lives tonight. Those zombies were summoned with a single-minded goal. But even when they rebelled, they just wanted to turn everyone around them into zombies. That's not living. It's just another form of death. You showed that you were more than a lifeless shambler.
Was that a compliment, GD? Never thought I'd hear one of those from you.
Life is full of surprises.
You know what? Don't take me home. It's a place I need to visit. GD drops me off outside the remains of Wonderland Amusements. The fire in the adjoining building torched most of it a few months ago, and the house is just a husk. Over by one scorched wall is the place where I kissed Cat for the first time, between two flashing arcade machines. She said I'd taken her by surprise. She also said she'd been waiting all night for me to make a move. Suppose that's how things go. They're surprised in the moment, but when you look back, they seem inevitable. No changing what's happened. You just have to live with it. I'll take the last drag from GD's cigarette and the cool night air. Well, Cat, I'm sure you'd be proud of me for this. I reached into my pocket and pulled out a tattered old matchbook. On the inside of the flap is a phone number in Cat's handwriting. She even underlined it for good measure. I scrape a little cone of ash and dirt by that wall and make a little hollow in the middle. With one of the last matches in the book, I light it on fire and watch the flames slowly crawl over her phone number. A line of white smoke takes it away into the night. See you around, love.
You have been listening to The Graveyard Tapes, Episode 4, Part 2, The Great Dead Detective, written by Dustin Gray and Aidan Morgan, edited by James Nichols, with the voices of Chase Hunter, James Nichols, Rick the Whitebird, Angela Dumalag, Caitlin Sinnott, Maxine Bauman, Nikki Ewert, Aidan Morgan, and Counselor Andrew Stevens as himself, with special thanks to Kenton DeYoung.
Putt putt putter 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 putt 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 putter 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 spatter putter 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 putt putt putt. Vroom vroom.